If you were to guess what this place is, what would you say it is? Would you say it's just a result of random cosmic events? Would you say it's a simulation? It's not the real world, it's a simulation. Would you say it's a paradise created for us? Or would you say it's some kind of a prison? How do you feel every day when you wake up? Do you feel like you're in a place that's meant for you to be happy? Or do you feel like the whole world is against you? How do you really feel? When you really think about your existence, what do you feel? Do you feel happiness? I'm alive, I'm happy. Or do you feel sad? One of the biggest problems that we have as humanity is that we do not think. Humanity does not think deeply enough about anything. That's one of our biggest problems. That's why we are very, very easy to manipulate. Because we don't think deeply enough about anything. That's why people believe the most ridiculous things. People believe things that even children would not believe. Because they cannot think for themselves. If you want to be trusted by humans, just be convincing. That's it. You just have to learn how to be convincing. That's it. If you are convincing, you can tell them anything and they'll believe you. That's why pastors say the most ridiculous things and people clap hands. They are very convincing. Go to any church and you realize that pastors are very convincing. They have a way of speaking that makes people believe them. They will say the most ridiculous things that no sane person would believe. But people will believe them. Why? Because they're convincing. Humanity doesn't want to think for itself. Or it can't think for itself. Who knows? So it stores information that it gets from trusted sources. That's it. That is why it's easy to spread false information. That is why people believe the most ridiculous things. There are very, very few people in this world that can think. Let me tell you something. If you are depressed, there's a very, very big chance that your depression isn't mental illness, it's just intelligence. See, if you can think in this world, you're not going to feel okay because humanity is being lied to in a lot of different ways. So if you can think, you'll realize that and you'll be surprised. Why do people believe the most ridiculous things? Why do people do the most ridiculous things? Look, it will not be a bad thing for people to be storing information from trusted sources if those sources were trustworthy. That would be a good thing, to be able to store information and using it. The problem is we're not being given the right information. We're being misled as a collective. So that's not helping us. That's why we need to think for ourselves. The people that can think feel like they're in some kind of a prison because it feels like there's no way out. Do you really feel like there's a way out of this? Sometimes you think about death and you'll be like, what if death isn't the end? What if after death I get sent back here and I have to do this again? I have to forget that I was here before and I just have to deal with life again. That's hard. That's not easy. Imagine having to do this over and over and over and over again for eternity. The day before yesterday when I was recording, I thought I accidentally stopped recording. I was surprised. How can I accidentally stop recording? But now I think it's the memory card that has a problem. But yeah, man, Earth is a perfect prison. Because there are people that think that it's not a prison. And there are people that can see that it is some kind of a prison. Those that do not think that it's a prison think that the people that think it's a prison are wrong. They think that the people that think this is a prison are just depressed or they're suffering from mental illness. They're not supposed to think that way. They're totally wrong. Or they are possessed by some demons. You see? That makes it the perfect prison. Because we're not supposed to be sure that it's a prison. But when you look at how you feel, when you really, really look at how you feel, you realize that something is just not right. You know, things ain't what they seem to be. When you look at the fact that you are not supposed to be open and speak your truth, when you look at the fact that the mainstream media is not pushing the truth, you know, there's some things that people that are working in mainstream media cannot say. There's a reason why a lot of people do not watch the news anymore. They rather watch YouTube videos. It's because they know that they are being lied to. They'll rather watch TikTok videos. They realize that they are being lied to. So the question is, why are we being lied to? If this is not a prison, why are we being lied to? And why are we suffering? Why are innocent people suffering? Because if you are suffering, you are innocent. It doesn't mean that you're suffering because you've done something wrong. No, you are innocent. You were born here and you found yourself suffering. You found yourself having a very meaningless experience. You found yourself living life, but not for you, but for those that are controlling everything here. That should tell you something. Isn't it weird that we still have no idea where we are? We still have no idea what this place is. We have no clue, nothing. How long have we been here? There isn't a person that can come and tell you what this place is. You know, people are just speculating, you know. They can't really tell you what this place is because they don't know what this place is. Yeah, I was watching a video on Facebook before I decided to record. It was a video of this other lady saying that to get to Mars, we'll need to go through the ocean. There is no bottom of the ocean because the ocean is space. To get to Mars, we need to go through the ocean. That made me laugh. I laughed because I remembered that we still don't know what the heck this place is. I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm saying we have different beliefs about where we are. Some people will tell you that we are under a dome. Some people will tell you that there's a firmament. Some people will tell you that the earth is flat. You know, like, people don't know what the heck is going on. That's why I keep on telling you that it's the perfect prison. We're not supposed to be sure what's going on. We're not supposed to know how to break the laws of the universe. You know, in a prison, you're not supposed to know the codes to unlocking the doors. You're not supposed to have the key to unlock the doors, because you are in a prison, you see? So even in this world, we are in a prison. We're not supposed to know some things, because if we knew these things, we would fucking escape. Would you want to stay here? Honestly. If you discover the secrets of the universe, would you still want to stay here? Would you want to remain in this fucking matrix? Or you'd be like, fuck, I've suffered. I've seen a lot of things that no human should see, but now I know a way out. See, people want a way out. You know, to be honest with you, even the people that cannot think, the problem is that they cannot think. So they don't even realize that they want a way out. So that's the problem. But you'll see, when you look at how people are suffering and what they say when they're suffering, you're like, yeah, these people really do want a way out. Guys, this is weird. This thing keeps on stopping recording. I don't know what's going on. So I guess I gotta stop recording. This is going to be a very short video. And I still had a lot to say. So I guess I won't be using this to record anymore, which sucks. You know, maybe I'll need to buy a better memory card, because, you know, this wasn't like the best, like the recommended memory card. So maybe that's the problem, because it stops recording. But I've been using this for a while, and it was working really fine until Friday, when it stopped recording, and I thought I accidentally stopped recording, but it was not me. It's just stopped recording. But yeah, man, it is some kind of a prison. I will talk about this again. I don't know when, but I will talk about this again, because, you know, there's a lot to say. Thank you.